Movies have the power to transport us into different worlds, to make us feel like we are part of the story. But some scenes do more than that. They stay with us long after the movie ends. Make sure to like and subscribe while listening. Today we're diving into one such scene from the Shawshank Redemption, a moment that seems simple but holds so much meaning. So let's jump right in. Our story begins in 1947 with a man named Andy Dufresne sitting in a courtroom. Andy is a banker, smart and quiet, but today he is in big trouble. He is on trial for murdering his wife and her lover. The evidence is strong. Andy had a gun, was seen near the crime scene, and had a motive. But Andy swears he is innocent. The jury does not believe him. The judge gives him the worst punishment, 2 life sentences in Shawshank Prison. Andy is sent to Shawshank Prison, a cold, lifeless place surrounded by tall stone walls. The warden, Samuel Norton, is a strict religious man, but behind his kind words, he is corrupt. Among the older prisoners is Ellis "Red" Redding. Red has been in Shawshank for a long time. He is known as the guy who can smuggle things, cigarettes, posters, or small tools. As the new prisoners arrive, Red and the others watch, betting on who will break down first. Shawshank is not a kind place for newcomers. Life in Shawshank is harsh and lonely. The guards are brutal, and some prisoners are even worse. Andy does not fight, does not talk much, and stays quiet and patient. But some inmates known as the Sisters target him. They beat him up several times. Andy suffers, but he never lets them break him. After a month, Andy finally speaks to Red. He asks for something strange, a small rock hammer. Red is surprised. A rock hammer is not a weapon. Andy says he likes to shape rocks as a hobby. Slowly, Andy and Red form a friendship. Andy also asks for a poster of Rita Hayworth, a famous actress, to put in his cell. Red gets it for him. Over time, Andy helps other prisoners, teaching them reading and writing. He earns respect. One day, while working on the prison rooftop, Andy hears the guards talking. The head guard, Captain Hadley, complains about taxes. Andy carefully gives him some legal financial advice to help him keep his money. Hadley listens. At first, he is angry, but then he realizes Andy is smart. From this moment on, Andy is protected. The guards keep him safe from the Sisters, and Andy is given better jobs. Over time, Andy becomes useful to the warden, Norton. Norton uses Andy's banking skills to launder dirty money-hiding illegal profits from the prison's corrupt business deals. Andy works in the library, but his real job is handling prison finances. He also writes letters to the government asking for money to improve the prison library. After many years, they finally send books and funds. The Shawshank Library becomes the best in the state. One day, a new prisoner named Tommy Williams arrives. Tommy is a young, talkative man. One day, Tommy tells Andy a shocking story. He once met a man who confessed to killing a banker's wife. This means Andy is innocent. Excited, Andy tells the warden and asks for a new trial. But Norton refuses. He needs Andy for his illegal money scheme. To keep Andy trapped, Norton orders Hadley to kill Tommy. Andy is heartbroken but does not show it. He remains patient. After Tommy's death, Andy changes. He starts talking about hope and freedom. He tells Red about his dream to live in a quiet town by the ocean. Andy also carves something into the wall behind his poster. One night, Andy tells Red, "Hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies." Red, who believes hope is dangerous, worries about Andy. That night, a huge storm hits Shawshank. The next morning, Andy does not come out of his cell. The guards check his cell and find Andy is gone. Everyone is shocked. The warden walks in, furious. He throws a rock at the wall, and it tears through the poster, revealing a massive hole behind it. Andy had spent 19 years secretly digging a tunnel through the wall using his rock hammer. On the stormy night, he crawled through the tunnel, then escaped through a sewage pipe, crawling 500 yards to freedom. But Andy did not just escape, he outsmarted the warden. Before leaving, he stole all of the warden's illegal money records. The next morning, he mailed these records to the police and newspapers. The truth about Norton's corruption is exposed. As police arrive at Shawshank, Hadley is arrested, and the warden, knowing he is finished, takes his own life. After Andy's escape, Red is left alone. Years later, Red is finally granted parole after serving 40 years. But life outside is hard. He feels lost and afraid. Then he remembers Andy's words, to go to a special tree and look for something buried there. Red follows Andy's clues and finds a letter and money from Andy. The letter invites Red to join him in Mexico. For the first time, Red chooses hope over fear. He breaks parole and travels to meet Andy. The final scene shows Red walking along a beautiful beach. In the distance, he sees Andy working on a boat. As he walks closer, Andy looks up. They smile at each other. And just like that, the Shawshank Redemption ends on a perfect note, a story about hope, friendship, and freedom. And that's our breakdown of this great scene from the Shawshank Redemption. It's a simple moment but filled with meaning. What do you think? Did you notice any small details in this scene that stood out to you? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more scene breakdowns. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.